just dropped Soph off for a meeting. It's been a bit of an early start, so I totally forgot to do any filming. It's still like 9 o'clock in the morning, which for me is very early. So the very first thing I need to do is stick some juice in the car and stick some coffee in me. Today I was hoping to do some drone flying, but one thing I do know is I'm going to need some power, so let's plug in. Excellent. Time to go get coffee, because I am in serious need of waking up at the moment. Oh my word. I don't know how anybody functions without large quantities of caffeine first thing in the morning. Well, it's breakfast sorted, and also handily enough I managed to pay using my mobile, because apparently if I use Android Pay 5 times before the end of December I get a free Costa coffee. Now that sounds useful. Still raining though. I'm going to go and say hello to Robert, and we're going to discuss the situation with the weather. But I'm 99% sure that it's going to be a case of coming up again in the new year, maybe, when the weather is a bit better. At least it's not actually raining at this point in time. And with Casey Neistat's videos, I actually kind of feel that he's lost something to some extent. I mean, I get he wants to do something more creative, so he wants more time. I mean, I know I put in between 4 and 8 hours every day editing. It makes it very difficult to have the time to do anything else, really. And certainly, I never get to the point where I'm thinking, this video is as good as I can make it. It's just, it gets to the point where I'm like, right, this video is good enough, you know, between Jasper and filming as well, and then the editing, there's just no time left. And I think he's basically wants to create videos where he can edit them over multiple days and really get them, you know, much more creatively complete.
Yeah, less like a vlog, more like a...
Yeah, I just think he wants to be able to tell more interesting stories with more planning, more creativity in the telling of that story, and into getting the right shots. Because the problem I've got, if I get a shot and I don't like it, that's the end of that. You know, I just have to use what I've got to make the best of it. Yeah. Whereas if you've got, you know, a week to produce your video and you look at it after 3 days and go, actually, that shot could have been brilliant, but I totally wrecked it, or the focus was out, or you just go back and do it again. Yeah, so I actually think he's kind of lost something a bit though without the vlog, because what's great about a vlog is you wind up having a two-way conversation with your audience, and you start to build up a relationship, you know, with the people who watch regularly.
Yeah, you get to know him, and that's why I follow vloggers, because they're interested and you're interested in what they're up to and
exactly
what products they're using, or, you know, I don't know what he's got room to do now. He's reached the
Good
point where he wants to spend more time with his wife or kids.
Yeah, that I definitely get. I struggle to squeeze things in with Jasper personally, but then next year he'll be going to school, so I will actually have a bit more time then, I think.
Is that a bit more time to yourself or a bit more time to vlog?
Probably a bit more time to vlog, to be honest. Time to myself is a concept that is gone for me at the moment, which is really annoying, because I used to love watching TV and, you know, stuff like that, and I just literally never get the chance. If I have time to watch something, I tend to try and watch videos on YouTube, because I'm trying to learn, you know, what I think works well, what I don't think works well, what editing techniques sort of produce a nice result. That's all right, YouTube's quite fun. There's lots of good stuff on YouTube. I like the silver on this board. I like the way it integrates into the deck.
Yeah, we wanted it to be
completely
smooth on the bottom, so to speak. The deck is obviously slightly thicker than a normal deck, but you don't have that case underneath or a battery spread thinly all under the bottom of it.
Yeah, so I mean, in profile you can't sort of, it's not obvious.
No, not at all really. You know, if we had hub motors, you'd hardly be able to tell whatsoever. But the problem with hub motors is, just like anyone who rides an electric board, occasionally you will wheel spin, whether you're accelerating or braking and wheels wear away. But with a hub motor, you've only got a few mil of actual wheel before you get to the gubbins and basically that part in the wheel. So if you wear through that layer, especially, you don't have to wear right through to the metal before it starts peeling away as well.
Yeah, and
so
presumably
that's why we don't have them, because if someone rings up and says, I've worn through my wheel, I need a new one. Well, it's not just a new wheel, it's a new motor. So you can get a new set of wheels from us for 30 quid. Whereas if you want a new hub motor, and if you've got dual hub motors, they probably wear out at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just pretty expensive. Plus I like to see the motors there spinning. And if ever there's any problems with them, it's all there to see and access, you know. Okay, we've been here for a little while now. I was hoping the weather was going to improve. It's done the opposite. Always nice to see Robert. An interesting chat, at least. That was quite handy. Nice to see his dual motor electric board as well. That thing looks awesome. I have it on good authority that it is quite a bit more punchy than the single motor ones. And the single motor ones are quite fun, I can assure you. Shame I didn't actually get an opportunity to try it. Dang, British weather. Anyway, I've got charged drone batteries and nowhere to fly. What we want is typical January weather. Cold, frosty and dry. Boom. Guess I'm gonna go pick Soph up from her meeting and Righty, okay. I just told it that we wanted to go back and pick up Jasper, which we do, and it's saying we drive to the Stoke-on-Trent supercharger, which is a supercharger I've never been to before. It's kind of a weird one, sort of. It's on the southbound services, not the northbound. We're in Manchester. I'm waiting for Soph to turn up and then we're going to head off. She's been Christmas shopping after her meeting. Uh-oh. I think it will get us to Jasper a little bit quicker, which would be nice. According to this, we only need 15 minutes worth of charge. Yeah, I am fairly sure that Casey Neistat is somewhat missing out with the vlog. He might not be missing out with a lack of creativity, because it's great that he'll have the time to make more interesting videos, scratch his creative itch. Brilliant. But there is something really nice about that ongoing relationship, and that is something that you get to a much larger degree with a vlog, because you have the opportunity to express yourself as a person rather than just purely as a filmmaker. I think that's kind of what I was trying to get at. I don't know, it feels like it's kind of missing somehow from the whole YouTube scene. Maybe he's gonna start doing a bit more posting. In fact, knowing my luck, he will probably have posted a video 12 hours before this goes up, because that tends to be what happens with me.
Oh, I would have enjoyed Manchester a lot more if I wasn't wearing city shoes. Oh, really? Because you know all about that.
It's happened to me in the past.
Well, you do not know pain like this, by the way.
No, but that's because I'm not silly enough to wear heels.
Thank God.
Except at the weekend. All right, let's get cracking. We're going back a slightly different route. New style button. Definitely seems like it's the new style buttons that work and the old style that don't. Very strange, because the old style ones obviously used to work. Anyway, this is going to be our only stop on the way back. The traffic has been awful. We're just going to grab some food. Wouldn't call it lunch anymore, more of a sort of dinner. What's halfway between lunch and dinner called? I mean, halfway between lunch and breakfast is brunch. So what's the dinner equivalent? Right, your turn.
My turn.
I'm definitely seeing more and more i3s on the road.
When?
Look, there's one over there plugged in. You might be wondering why we always go in separately when we're supercharging at services and stuff like that. It's just a security thing. It means I don't have to bother moving all of our valuables from visible places in the car to like the front and then back out again, because it's mostly things that we do want access to. So in other words, I'm just lazy. And we're good to go. That is just shocking. Salt spreading in winter. That's what does that. Well, that would have been an easy drive if it wasn't for the traffic. I am knackered. So I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it and share it and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next instalment of my daily vlog. Bye. For another night, and then we go under cuddle. I have no idea why there isn't a northbound supercharger here. I'm hoping they're going to put one in, Because it would be handy.
We're not going on this road again though.
No, but you never know when we
Ever.
might. You say that, but if we were going to go see my sister in the Isle of Man, we may well drive
Yeah,
past
that's
here.
true. Yeah.
And the Warrington one's only 2 bays. That was the last one we had to wait at last time we came up.